Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Sagittarius, June 18, 2025. With a Jupiter-Saturn square, you can feel some discontent, or you could struggle with trying to balance your special interests and responsibilities. While you have a great need and desire to enjoy more downtime, privacy, and rest or detox, outside obligations, such as courses or special goals, can be calling you, and you may feel limited until you find workarounds and a compromise. Early today has all the potential for misunderstanding, NGS and poor timing. As the day advances, however, your confidence, particularly in your relationships and projects, is on the rise. You might connect well with a friend, partner, or project/dream. Someone or a relationship can give you the perspective you need. Drama is crackling through the clouds like heat lighting. While you are a fixed sign and live for the heat of passion, chaos, and instability can leave you licking your paws. Today, the red planet Mars, now orbiting in your zodiac sign, will square electric Uranus, an immensely volatile and shocking aspect. While this brings extra attention to your solar house of achievement, you may need to damage control things in your career, which could leave your sweetheart so cranky that you're not paying them any attention. They may even suddenly have a dramatic or rebellious outburst if you don't at least keep them in the loop. Instead, you may feel so on edge you want to burn everything down. Take the lead in your group, but include everyone equally. You may have to walk a diplomatic tightrope, but if anyone can do it, it's you. You want success no matter what shape it comes in. Some days just aren't going to go very well, and you can't hold yourself responsible. The best thing you can do is to stick to what you know. You know, for example, that 8 glasses of water are the daily dietary minimum. Double it if you wish. You also know that personal time is important to you, even though you tend to pretend it is not. Regardless of the surprises the day may bring, take comfort in the good things that you can always do for yourself. If you have often felt like the black sheep or oddball in your family, you likely join many in these feelings. Yours is a creative and independent nature, and socializing with others is often what makes you tick. It might be that this makes you different from your family, or perhaps even uncomfortable if your personality is radically unique. This day can emphasize this tension too. Yet, you can only be you, and the best thing you can do is to love and accept yourself as you are. While the sun won't return to a nostalgic and reflective part of your chart to begin the month-long wind down of your old solar until later next week, already the weekend will be inviting you to slow down and even put out the "do not disturb" sign. If you are finding it easier to relax into the weekend spirit and keep your work hat off, then you can thank Jupiter, the largest and most powerful planet in Solar, who is settling into his first weekend here. This has brought you to the even more significant 12-month wind down of your current 12-year Jupiter cycle of expansion, increasing the need for time to hear yourself think. Having the moon in your relationship sector is putting it at odds with Mars, now in his last weekend in Leo, but with perfect timing. In the same way that Mars helped to amplify the impact from a full moon in your romantic sector earlier in the week, at odds with the moon. This can evoke the kind of emotional and passionate responses that can give you a better sense of what you want from your relationships and what they need from you. Sagittarius, movement calls but not in the way you expect. Quote of the day: some journeys begin from within. Color: amber orange, bright, curious, centered. Lucky numbers: 1, 5, 13. You're being nudged to explore your beliefs, not just new places. Don't underestimate the impact of a quiet insight. It may shape your next adventure. Our eyes in the sky. For June 18, 2025, the tarot offers a story of inner revelation, mindful decisions, and the subtle magic of reconnection through the cards drawn today: the Hermit, 2 of Swords, 6 of Cups, Queen of Wands, and the World. This reading brings a message of returning to the self, finding clarity amidst confusion, and allowing your radiant spirit to guide you toward meaningful closure and powerful new beginnings. The day begins with the quiet wisdom of the Hermit, a card that often arrives when life asks us to pause and listen more deeply. It may be a call to withdraw from the noise, even briefly, to reflect and reconnect with your personal truth. Perhaps there's been too much input lately, too many voices, opinions, or distractions pulling you in different directions. The Hermit reminds you that some answers can only be found in stillness. This doesn't mean you have to disappear or isolate yourself completely, but carving out a moment for a walk alone, journaling, or simply breathing without obligation can help realign you. It's also a gentle nudge to check in. Are your current efforts serving your highest vision, or are you just staying busy? This inner questioning naturally leads us into the energy of the Two of Swords, a card that speaks to the tension of indecision. Maybe you're standing between two paths, weighing a choice that feels equally uncertain on either side. Or maybe it's a more subtle kind of avoidance, pushing something off because making a decision feels too uncomfortable. But the truth is, the longer we wait, the more we stay suspended in the unknown. The key message here is that even a small step toward clarity is better than being stuck in doubt. You don't need to have everything figured out to move forward, you just need to trust yourself enough to start moving. As the day deepens, the mood softens with the arrival of the Six of Cups. This card often brings a wave of nostalgia or the urge to revisit something that once brought joy. It may be an old friend reaching out, a childhood memory resurfacing, or the sudden urge to engage in a hobby or habit that once made you feel more like yourself. Don't be surprised if something seemingly small from your past shows up today to remind you of who you were before life got more complicated. There's healing in remembering. Let that memory nourish you. Let it remind you that joy doesn't always need to be earned, it can be reclaimed. Into this gentle reflection steps the powerful presence of the Queen of Wands, a reminder that you are magnetic, capable, and allowed to take up space. This queen doesn't dim her light for anyone, and neither should you. Whatever hesitations may have stirred earlier in the day, this card reaffirms that your charisma and vision have impact. If you've been second-guessing whether to speak up, lead, or put yourself out there, consider this your green light. Confidence isn't the absence of doubt, it's the willingness to act despite it. Step into why. Our creative fire today. Show the world what you're made of. And at the end of this arc, we arrive at the world, a powerful sign of completion, integration, and evolution. Something within you has come full circle. Whether this is an internal shift, a project wrapping up, or a personal cycle closing, it's time to recognize how far you've come. The world reminds us that endings aren't just finishes, they are beginnings in disguise. Let today be a gentle celebration of your resilience. You're not the same person you were a year ago, or even a month ago. Acknowledge that growth. Let yourself step through the next doorway with the full knowing that you are ready. Altogether, June 18th offers a dynamic flow from introspection to radiance. It encourages you to honor the quiet parts of yourself while also recognizing the brilliance you hold. It speaks to those at a crossroads, reminding them that clarity comes with trust. It speaks to those missing a simpler time, reminding them that joy can return. And it speaks to the ones who have been quietly evolving, whispering, "It's time. You've arrived." What's calling to you beneath the surface today? Is there a part of yourself you've been ignoring, a decision waiting to be made, or a spark that's ready to grow into something more? I'd love to hear what resonated with you. Share your reflections in the comments. Let's hold space for each other's journeys, and keep walking together into the light of what's possible.